Star Wars, Young Jedi Knights, Jedi Under Siege, Chapter 2. From the highest observation turret on the Shadow Academy, Master Brachus, of all the new Dark Jedi, looked down at the insignificant green speck of the jungle moon. The devastating assault was about to begin, and before long, Yavin 4 and the Jedi Academy would be crushed under the might of the Second Imperium, as it should be. Through the winding metal corridors of the station, stormtroopers manned their battle stations. Newly trained TIE pilots conducted pre-flight checks on their ships, and the eager Dark Jedi students prepared for their first major victory. The ultimate battle would be a two-pronged assault, led jointly by the most powerful of the Night Sisters, Timothy Kai, and Brachus' own protege, dark-haired Zeke, whose enthusiasm to make something significant of his life had left him an easy target for conversion to the dark side. Brachus closed his eyes and drew a deep breath of the recycled air that rushed through the ventilation shafts. His silvery robes swirled around him. Though he stood isolated here, he could sense the accelerating preparations affecting everyone in the spiked station. Tensions mounted, as did hunger for battle. In the underswing of swirling thoughts, he clearly felt the troops' dedication to the Second Imperium's great leader, Emperor Palpatine. He also detected an undertone of anxiety over the coming attack. But this only made his lips curl upward. Fear would give an added edge to the fighting abilities. Enough to make them cautious, but not enough to paralyze them. Brachus longed to see Luke Skywalker defeated. Years ago, he had infiltrated the Jedi Academy as a student to absorb the methods the New Republic taught, and then bring them back to the remnants of the Empire. But Brachus hadn't been able to fool the Jedi Master. Instead, Skywalker had tried to turn him away from his devotion, undermine his dedication to Second Imperium. Skywalker had tried to save him, he thought with a sneer, and Brachus had fled. But because of the willingness to dabble in the dark side, Brachus had then learned enough to form his own Dark Jedi training center. Now, it would be a marvelous showdown. Beside him, the air shimmered. Brachus opened his calm, beatific eyes and sensed an ominous static surrounding the protection of the Emperor. The mysterious great leader of the Second Imperium hovered in front of him in a holographic form, a cowled head as tall as Brachus' entire body, a towering image with glinting yellow eyes and wrinkled face pinched in shadows. I grow eager for my domination again, Brachus, the Emperor said. And I am eager to give it to you, my master, Brachus answered, bowing his head. Accompanied by 4 of his powerful red Imperial guards, the Emperor himself had been recently taken up residence on the Shadow Academy, arriving in a special armored shuttle. While the fearsome scarlet-clad guards kept all prying eyes away, the Emperor remained sealed in an opaque isolation chamber. Palpatine had never spoken directly to his Royal Shadow Academy subjects, nor had he even had conversed face-to-face with Brachus. The Emperor had only appeared in holographic transmissions. We are ready to launch our strike, my Emperor, Brachus said. He glanced up at the forbidding image. My Dark Jedi guarantee you victory. Good, because I have no further wish to wait, the Emperor's image said. The remainder of my newly constructed fleet has not yet arrived. Though they shall be here within hours, my Imperial warships are presently being refitted with the computer systems stolen from Kashyyyk. My guards report that many vessels are ready to fight, and the rest will be finished shortly. Brachus bowed again, clasping his hands in front of him. I understand, my lord. But let us withhold this military strike force for our next major assault on the more heavily guarded worlds of the Rebel Alliance. On Yavin 4, we have only a few weakling, do-gooder Jedi to deal with. They should cause no problem for my force-trained soldiers. Inside his shadowy cowl, the Emperor looked skeptical. Do not let your overconfidence betray you. Brachus continued speaking with greater passion. He let his feelings come to the fore, hoping to convince his great leader. With this important strike on the Jedi Academy, the Second Imperium becomes more than just an undisciplined band of pirates raiding equipment. We mean to retake the galaxy, my lord. This battle must be a battle of philosophies, of willpower. This is the Imperial way against the Rebel way. And so it should be my trainees against Skywalkers. Jedi versus Jedi. A shadow play, if you will, of darkness against light. We intend to harass them with TIE fighter strikes from the air, but the main conflict will be direct and personal, as it must be. We can crush their very hearts, not merely breach their defenses. Brachus smiled, looking up to meet the glowing yellow eyes of the Emperor. And when we defeat them utterly with the power of the dark side, the remainder of the rebels will scatter and hide, trembling at their own nightmares, as we recapture what is rightfully ours. The Emperor's holographic face did something frighteningly unusual. It withered. The puckered lips curled in a satisfied smile. Very well. It shall be as you request, Brachus. Jedi against Jedi. You may begin your assault when ready.